all the right reasons.
Pressure is so high, especially on women.
And for me, I feel it's unfair to any man.
Yeah. Hello everyone, all my lovely kings and queens out there. Welcome once again to Talk Time with Grace. As always, I'm your host, Josetta Grace Joseph, and today I'm back with my boo. Call your name, girl.
Yes, my name is Esther.
You guys already know Esther.
You already know me, Esther, aka FA, the Empress. I know they take mess. Back.
Oh, that's wrong! Girl, you can be a singer, a rapper.
I used to be a rapper, just so you know.
Really?
Swear down, I used to be a rapper. That was ages ago.
I give us something.
Oh no.
But anyway, guys, we are here just to chit chat with you, have a little tea time, and have some important, very serious discussion.
Yeah.
But we want to just relax and just talk to you guys and just, you know, have a fun time with all the ladies, all the guys out there. First, before we get into the G's, I just want to say thank you to everyone that been tuning in, watching our videos, commenting, liking, subscribing. Thank you guys so much. We appreciate. And if you are just tuning here, welcome to Talk Time with Grace. Don't forget to subscribe, so you should have more video with us and see this lovely face, because she will be back. Trust me, she will be back. So let's get into the video. This is a topic that I feel like it's very important to discuss, because we are living in like 2018. We have social media, we have our parents, we have friends. The pressure is so high, especially on women. So today I just want us to sit here and talk about some pressures that women faces out there in the world we live in right now. Not only women, but young girls, children, and the female in general. So I'm gonna sit here and have some little story time, and then some questions, and then we'll just answer it. Are you ready, girl?
I am ready.
Okay.
Yes.
I want to ask the first one I was thinking about, right? Give me a story time when you actually feel the pressure of I'm a girl. It's a different from being a guy. When was it that it really hit you like, wait, I'm different? You know what I mean, right?
I know.
I'm thinking back. Yeah, young age, youth and stuff.
I think that pressure came about in my teen years, because there was this one time. If you guys know me, I'm a little bit different.
Yeah.
And with that, I meant while I was a teen, I was sort of a tomboy. So that meant dressing like a guy was such a huge thing for me. I think it was fun wearing men's clothes, you know, the baggy jeans and all. I told you I used to rap. So that was fun. But then pressure came to look like a girl.
Yeah.
You know, I had to wear skirts, I had to wear a dress, and I wasn't all comfortable with my body. So it was so much pressure, because I did not look slim, you know, like girls were to look back then, or even now. You know, girls are expected to be slim, not that curvy. But I had curves, I had, you know, stuff hanging around.
How do you call it?
So
the love handle.
Yeah, the love handles, and no laptop, but that was one of those pressures that I felt. There was so much pressure for me to be feminine, and I wasn't there yet.
Yeah. For me, I didn't know how I say it. I didn't feel the pressure of being a girl or something, because I was raised equally. How would I say it? I was raised, like I told you before, I was raised on a refugee camp, and there was a classroom for boys, girls, right? So, and my grandmother was a teacher anyway. So I was the princess in that class, just imagine. But I've always been girly. That's the big difference between me and you. That's one of the...
Yeah, I think... Yeah. Oh my God, we just found a difference, because we so alike. Wow.
Finally found something, because I am so girly. I'm girly to the fault. Like, I love dresses. I love you know, painting, I love bow, I love these things and stuff. So I think I found myself at a young age. I knew very well I don't want jeans. Because that's one thing I want to know. I really want to like say out there. There is no pressure of wearing the kind of clothes society have made for women.
Yeah.
And for men, you know. We should all be free and stuff, because this is a pressure that most female find themselves facing. Because some people really want to do it, but they don't have that guts to go for it, right?
This is what I can say. I believe society, well, let me not say society, let me say social media, maybe precise and say social media. It takes you less than a minute to go into any social media platform and be finding ladies looking all curvy, you know, having the right body, right boobs, you name it, flat tummy. My girl, if you have a flat tummy, condoms for you. But not everybody has a flat tummy. Not everybody can wear a dress and they look like a perfect 10. Being a woman for me is actually not what I wear.
That's what I want to say. Like, it's not what I wear.
Nah,
because even if I love, sorry for cutting you, even if I love dresses and high heels and shoes and stuff, I feel that I love these things. It doesn't represent me as a woman, right? It's because I find these things cute.
When it comes to dressing and feeling empowered by how you dress, I would say I used to think a suit is a guy thing. Yeah. And for the longest of time, I've always wanted to wear a full-on suit, and because deep down inside, I think I have a male spirit. But you know, coming into work life and you know, doing my own business and all, when I go to meetings, when I have to be all formal, wearing like a blazer, a white shirt, you know, some tailored pants, and you know,
feel like a boss.
I feel like a boss. I feel so good. Like, I can't even say how good I feel. And not because I feel like a guy, but because I feel like a woman in charge. I am a woman at that moment. I am a woman, and I'm even more of a proud woman when I'm in a room full with guys and I'm the only woman and I'm talking and they're all listening. It makes me feel so good. So what I'm trying to say with this is that you could be a woman wearing a dress and getting that attention, yes. But you can also be a woman wearing a suit, getting the attention. You could be a woman wearing jeans, you name it. You can also be a woman with a scarf. You just so you feel comfortable and you own it.
And you love it. You love it. You love your looks. So that's it. And going back to what you were saying about the body shaming on social media these days is actually something that is putting a lot of pressure on young girls out there, because we feel, I'm going to say we because we are all included, we feel that I have to look certain way to please the world that is waiting for me. You understand what I mean? It's a pressure that is hitting us. Because when you, these likes and these dislikes, this comment, this love on Instagram, click it 2 times and everything, people are waiting for it. Like they are like, it's something that is our life.
It's a life source.
Yeah, like we are winning. We are getting the popularity. Oh yes, you understand. So it's something that most people are feeling so much pressure on, you know. But I want to just speak out to girls out there and let them know that this kind of life can fade away in a second. Today, Facebook can be gone, or Instagram can be away. You know, people can. This thing can be shut down. You know, what will be left of you after all these things are gone? Nowadays, people are making money, or they have Instagram models and stuff like that. But that's their job. These pictures we are seeing out there is being edited. Some people look bad out, like you don't want to know. For me, I'm just reaching out to you to let you know, be comfortable. Be satisfied with who you are. Because beauty lies in the eyes of the beholder. And one thing you may have, another person don't have it. We can all not be the same.
True.
So stop putting too much pressure on yourself. Stop beating down yourself. Stop trying to look for money to make this artificial body, and just be comfortable.
Let me just come in. For me, I tend to address whatever I'm talking about from a realistic perspective. For somebody to be on social media trying to get likes, trying to get, you know, comments and looking good and popularity, there has to be something that goes deeper than just the need for likes. It could be a need for attention. It could be a need for validation, for somebody to validate them, to say you want it, you matter, you look good. So for me, if you find yourself in that position or that situation when you always longing and wanting likes, compliments, and you know, it doesn't even start with social media. You know, social media, people want to look at it as the bad guy here, but social media is just a tool that exposes something that have always been there. That is people always seeking validation outside themselves, seeking self-worth outside themselves, seeking all this attention outside themselves. So if you find yourself in that situation, my advice would be start looking at yourself, start taking inventory of your emotions, your thought, and start looking where is this each coming from? Why am I wanting 700 likes? I'm over exaggerating now, but let's say the average is like 100 likes. But
if you get 100, they will start to want 150.
Yeah,
it never ends.
That's the thing. It never ends. That's the thing. Attention, you wanting to have attention never ends. So start finding out, why am I wanting this attention? What is it that's really bothering me? And then when you find that, try to amend that issue. Try to you know, confront it. Sometimes it's a fear. It's a fear of being rejected. It's a fear that I'm not good enough. Try to confront it.
Or it can also be the kind of company you find yourself in, the kind of friends you have around in schools, the pressure you are feeling out there. If that is the case, and you know that these people out there are not giving me the kind of support I need, because as a young girl, you need support from your friends, your mother, your sisters, your people out there. If you're not finding it, try and find it. Try and get out of that kind of group. If you have a negative group that you are in, that beating you down, that you know that you are losing yourself, being part of this kind of people, get out.
Exactly. I believe this lady, what's her name, Patricia Bright. She actually made an episode talking about how things are they're way harder than people think they are, because these people have to live a certain life. They have to always be posting. There's no privacy. It's like a job.
So you have to have passion.
That's the main thing. Have to have passion in something sensible, something worth talking about. Like, okay, for example, you're a great example, Grace. You're on social media. You're out there influencing people, but what people don't understand is that you do have a normal life. You have your struggles, even though you come in front of the camera looking fabulous and glamorous.
Oh my God, that's something I also want to talk about soon. Like,
you do have you know,
so I live a normal life, guys. I have bills to pay, work to go to, everything.
So you see, so these are all normal people dealing with day-to-day issue. You just see whatever you see on social media. That's maybe 20 seconds of that person's life.
That's it. When the camera is off, coming from me that is behind it, in front of it. When the camera is off, guys, life goes on. And
it's all about the angles there.
That's it. And also, you know, getting to the age now, look at we're in our late 20s. Guys, we're in our late 20s, and you know, from the African home, and as a woman, we are expected to be at least married with children, and popping our babies, grandchildren out for our mothers and fathers out there and stuff. And that is a big pressure on us, not only African, but women in general, you know, that you have to be certain age. You have to, like, at certain age, you have to reach some goals, that because others have done it. So the whole generation should follow that step. And it's something that I feel like is affecting us badly, because I'll give an example, in our youth right now, our surrounding, or people like I know and stuff like that, feels that by now, I should be married, I should have children, I should be in a home. What are you doing behind camera right now? Which kind of, you know, they even want you to have a certain kind of job. Because if you at the age of 30 doing model, standing and taking pictures, they'll be like, even you are getting the best and you love it and you are enjoying your life, they'll be like, come on, why are you doing with your life?
That's
you know? So the pressure is so hard, girl. You know what I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking about, to the core. As a woman in her very late 20s, I do not suit the you know, the frame, this frame of this is what you're supposed to be when you're in your late 20s. And I'm happy. I'm really happy.
Me too.
I want to say three things. I want to address three things. First is you know, the frame that I'm talking about, that you have to fit this frame. You have to have kids, married and all. And then secondly, it's something, it's a quote, I think we discussed this before, the camera, you put on the camera, by, I think it's her name, Chimamanda something, this Nigerian author, and I was talking about how women are being raised to fit this frame. Now, that just reminded me of something that I posted on social media, on my Facebook channel actually, which is a third point. This guy, and there was this show, and this guy just came up on stage and said his father told him that if a woman is at 32,
I watch it. I love that. I love the answer.
He said if a woman is at her 32, no kids, she's not married, no kids, run away, she's crazy. And then an older lady took the microphone and said, no, this woman is educated. She is a boss. You know, this, and being an empowered woman is, I think for me, let me take some steps back. The more empowered you are, the more you walk away from this frame. The more you walk away from this box of, oh, I have to be this, I have to be that. At my age, I get the question, oh, when are you getting married? When are you having kids and all?
From all angles, friends,
family. The pressure is there. It's there. Honestly, the pressure is there. And I feel like we as Africans, our priorities are just wrong. When it comes to women, we prioritize marriage and kids, when we should be prioritizing education, we should be prioritizing empowerment, we should be prioritizing other things like innovation brains, you know, other things than just being a mother and a wife. Don't get me wrong, at some point in my life, I do. We all want it. We all want it. It's something that is there, but I want to have I want to give my children something that I wasn't given. I want to give them the opportunity to have options in life, to have alternatives, things that, okay, I can be this or I can be this, not just one thing.
And if you yourself haven't built that in you, will you be able to give it to your children?
No way, no way. Because for me, I feel like they say you cannot give something you don't have. I feel that's part true. That's just part of the whole truth. Even if you don't have it, but there's so many other people that have it in this generation, and it's not even hard to find them. Go on internet and click whatever you're trying to find out. You find an answer. For me, it boils down to, again, what is your priority as a woman,
and what makes you happy? What gives you that joy inside? If you're just finding a guy and getting married and stuff, what comes next?
I think even looking at that, some women would say, "Oh, that makes me happy."
Yeah,
But for me again, you know, some people will try to see me as this really mean feminist or not. But for me, I feel like, are you really happy when you don't even know who you are? So how do you know that's happiness for you?
Yeah.
Because sometimes you see women. This is true life story. Now we see all the African women that are married, and as soon as they get married, well, let me not say as soon as they got married in Africa. Yes, they in Europe, they're living with the man. Few years down the line, they broke up, and now those women are crazy. They're out there partying with us.
Do you know my grandmother said something? Was it my grandmother? Yeah. I think she's the one that said it. If you don't live your youth life, step by step, you will have to come back and live it. But it will be so late for you to fit in. By the end of the day, you just look like a fool out there.
Yeah, but for me, I think it's because those women have not discovered themselves to make that decision, saying, okay, this is me. Now I want to share me with this person, because that's what you do in marriage. Yeah. You share yourself with somebody. You know, you have to say no to yourself just to please somebody. What if you meet somebody when you don't know half of yourself? You meet somebody that hopefully they know half of themselves. You join together, you start a life, and all of a sudden you be like, nah, we're not going the same direction. He wants to go there, you want to go there, and the moment you say something in this kind of settings, really in the African marriage, you look like the bad wife.
It's true.
The wayward wife.
Yeah, and if a guy have already found himself, is like what I say, have his passion going and everything, and you're down there, there's no way he's gonna wait for you to come up.
I think it's even
no way.
For me, I feel it's unfair to any man.
Yeah, that's the thing, right?
For a woman to step in a matrimony
with nothing
than just a pretty face and, you know, skills in cooking. You know, it's not fair. It's not fair. It's not even fair to your kids, because somewhere down the line, it's gonna get boring.
But do you know that this pressure that we feel right now, sometimes because it's happening, right, that we feel like, oh, we should be getting married and stuff, it also affects from the men's side. I want to say it like this: if you are educated and stuff, some men are afraid of you. And you know what? Yeah, actually, it's happening, girl.
I have an answer to that.
Tell me.
The answer is not men that are afraid of that. Boys are afraid of that.
Yes.
I used to think that.
Yes, that's true. That's true. It's boys.
Till I met...
Okay.
Till I met the man that wasn't afraid of that. Instead, he embraces that. And that blows me off my mind, because I feel like, oh wow, so he's cool with it, I need to do more.
Yeah, but it's also actually, girl, coming from an African perspective, yeah, it's true, it's boys, but you know, from in Africa, right, if you're educated, you have business going on, you have your house, you're living alone, just the gates man, your house girl and stuff, you're a lady. It takes a lot for you to find the right guy, and this is something I really need to stop. We are in Europe right now. It's less than what people facing in Africa and stuff. People still feel like a woman should be down. It's a pressure.
It's a pressure, but looking at it from that perspective, it has to do with power. I saw a movie not too long ago called Red Sparrow, and
you all need to watch that movie.
You need to watch that movie. I think every woman needs to watch that movie. It's a bit dark and graphic, but watch it anyway. There was a particular statement in that movie that says every human being is a puzzle of needs. And it goes on and say a bunch of other things, but this particular statement got me thinking. Some people have the need, especially men with African background, that need to have power, to be in control. And history have proven that men have been in control of the finances. So now all of a sudden you have empowered women that the independence, they they take care of themselves.
They're taking over.
I'm not talking about taking care of looking good.
No.
Good, but they take care of their finances. They are not a liability to any man. They have their businesses, their degrees, and all. All of a sudden, this man loses that control, that power over you. That's the only difference. And they feel like just because they lose that power over you, if you be in a relationship with them, you will not be submissive. But I've learned that being submissive is not, you know, being trampled upon.
Being control.
Being submissive is me, you know, seeing my husband as, oh, he is the head of the family. He has, not that he is superior than me, but he is standing next to me and I'm standing side by side.
Let's say to that woman out there, including ourselves, girl, don't put your crown down for any man. Be you, work for yourself, because it said that if you're meeting me halfway, it's shorter to our destination. I'm not going to wait for you at the beginning. We can meet up. When we meet up, it's shorter to our destination. So it's good for you to at least find yourself, be you, you know. Don't be afraid of it, because this pressure is always going to be there, you know. But we want to change this thing for our next generation to come, our girls' children in the near future.
I want to just buttress or something you just said. You said don't lose your crown.
No.
Okay, let's just look at the word crown, yes, and just look at a woman wearing a crown. We see on social media everybody, I'm his queen, I'm his queen. Everybody wants to be a man's queen. Do you think he's gonna see a queen if you take your crown and put it to the side? No, he's gonna see a peasant. He's gonna see a house girl. You know, just any random girl. So of course he's gonna use you like one. But when you have your crown on, he will recognize that he's dealing with the queen, and he will act accordingly. So, my dear, please,
and for the men out there,
you know, polish that crown. You know, polish it. Put some diamonds on it. Put some diamonds. Put some
like it's not gonna get off my head. No, I'm just gonna polish it.
Polishing it.
Oh, so lovely. I don't want to even end it, right? This is a topic like we need to go. We have part 2, part 3. We'll continue in one of these days.
We have to. This thing about pressure, being a woman, especially being a black woman, is such a huge issue, and I feel like it's something we should be talking about on a daily basis. You know, in our everyday conversation, in anything you do. You know, putting pressure on somebody, that means, you know, putting pressure on their mental capability. You know, putting pressure on them in all around. It creates issues like depression. It creates issues low self-esteem, and also issues that have to do with confidence. It makes you less confident in being yourself or going after what you really want. And I would say to any girl out there, no pressure, neither from your parents, your friends, a boyfriend, you name it, is greater than your potential, than your dream, than who you are. For me, I feel like if you invest in yourself and for a minute just forget about all these pressures, you can do so much more. You can do so much more. The same people that put the pressure on you will be the same people that will come back and congratulate you. I am a testimony to that. I know, hallelujah, every day of my life there are pressures, but for me, I use that negative energy and, you know, project out something positive. Keep pushing, keep going. If you when you put pressure on me to get married and all, I tell you, you know what, marriage can wait. Let me do this, let me do this, let me do that. Not because I don't want to get married, not because I don't want to have kids, but I want to have them when it's the right time with the right person. For the right reasons, most important, for the right reasons. So don't let pressure push you to something that is gonna get you off course. Do things for the right reasons. You know, your dressing, we started talking about dressing. Dress for the right reason, your reasons.
Love it, love yourself, be confident in it.
Exactly. you know, relationship, marry, kids, do it for the right reasons.
Because trust me, guys, this pressure is always going to be there.
It's always going to. It's been there for ages.
Let's say now we get married, have children.
Yes.
People start pressuring on how we raise our children, how things are going on in our home. So it's never going to end.
It's never going to end. It's a vicious cycle that goes like this. So, for me, don't give in to pressure.
No.
Focus on yourself. Focus on your journey. Everybody's journey look different. Some people started when they were young. Some people started when they'll be older. There's no manual. You did not come to life with a manual saying this is how you're going to live life.
You have to experience it.
Thank you. It is. You have to experience. You just have to take it one day at a time.
Yeah. You have said it all.
Oh Lord, I can't say more than that.
I don't get a lot, God do it. And I don't pay my rent, God do it. There be one for my hand, but God do it. There be one keep my joy, but God do it. I say anything, everything, now God do it. No, now God do it. No, now God do it, no. Anything I do, now God do it. No, now God do it. No, now God do it, no. I don't change my name to God, you. I no more.